One big right hand. Jake Paul did it. He puts down Ben Askren in the very first round, man. Jake Paul literally set up Ben Askren. He conditioned him into a knockout, which is crazy. I never would have thought Jake Paul would ever have that in him, to condition Ben Askren off of his body jabs in order for him to find the necessary distance for him to connect on Askren cleanly. From a guy who was winging overhand rights at Nate Robinson and struggling in some of his other fights, the guy's actually getting better. You have to respect him. But we had to wait until the circus was over. After the whole circus of musical performances and slap boxing matches and Ric Flair's cameo, like just a weird circus going on, we finally get to see Jake Paul knock out Ben Askren with one big right hook. And this just goes to prove to everybody, Jake Paul is sort of for real on that level. When it comes to celebrity boxing matches, Jake Paul is no joke, man. He's a young guy, athletic, taking this very seriously, as you saw the improvements in his game. He got better as a boxer, he got more powerful, and he's much faster with his hands, and that's the biggest thing coming into this.
To it and do it.
Here we go.
You ain't got time to fill out nothing. You ain't filling out no applications. Ain't nobody hired, so we ain't filling out no applications today. This is not a fill out.
Ben got that Vince Vaughn body.
He had the body. He had the body like Mr. Redemption.
Nice overhead right.
Ben Askren's built like a bag of milk, but he's got that country strength.
Well, Freddie Roach did say that Ben Askren does have deceptive power. The Hall of Fame trainer himself, he did say that Ben Askren, if he fights the right fight, can defeat Jake Paul.
And 3 seconds before the knockout, Jake Paul goes to the body with a jab. Then he throws a big overhand right that actually grazes Ben Askren. Askren's reaction to this was not that good, man. He was very slow in his defense. The only reason why this did not knock out Ben Askren was the fact that Jake Paul kind of miscalculated his distance. He didn't gauge of where to throw his punch to land cleanly. But this was the setup to the knockout, because in the knockout he dug in with his punches more, went forward instead of staying in place like how he threw this overhand right. He threw the jab in Askren's face. Askren barely was able to parry it as he's moving away and did not see the right hand coming at all at him. He had no reaction to the right hand and got caught clean by it. There was a huge difference in speed here. And
the style that fighters used to use in the 1930s, he got to change that shit up.
Oh, there's a left hook on the top of the head by Paul.
Bang.
Shit,
Shot
dude.
to the
Body
body.
shot to them ribs. Bang! Right to the motherfucking head.
Dude, he's a fucking bad boy, dude.
He is. Jake, get out. I try
Jake's
to tell
a
you.
bad
You
boy.
think I'm going to put $2 million on the motherfucking goofball?
Askren should know from here, even fighting at MMA, that that's not the distance where he would get hit. And Jake used that reaction as an advantage, which is actually extremely impressive coming from someone so inexperienced. He throws out 2 jabs from a distance to get Ben Askren moving away and ultimately get his attention up high, and he goes to the body with a right cross. And he also found out if he didn't set up his punches that well, Jake Paul was not going to land on the offensive. It was more on the defensive, where Ben Askren, while pressuring, will fall into some of the punches. Jake Paul knew he had to set up his big right hand off of a jab immediately, and that's what eventually caused the knockout. And we talk about that body jab to an overhand right that Ben Askren didn't really react to that well. You also have to know that the body jabs in the beginning of the fight set up that combination, because he went to the body with the jab, and you see Askren's hands come down for the overhand right, pretty much conditioning Ben Askren to open up his guard up high.
Well, Jake Paul sparred with former world champion Jean Pascal and
Get my
also
money,
cruiserweight
Jake. Get
contender.
my motherfucking money, Jake. Get 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 me my motherfucking money, Jake. Finish him.
Yo, let's do
Finish
this.
him.